Alright guys, welcome back. This is week number 2 of the MyForex Funds Challenge. As you can see, this week we did go into a little bit of drawdown. So right now we're at $49,640 and we're down that much percent. So let's go through the trades taken in this spreadsheet. We've taken 6 trades this week. 2 on Monday, 1 on Tuesday, 1 on Wednesday, 1 on Thursday, and 1 on Friday. We had 3 losses, 2 break-evens, and 1 win. And that win was a 2R. Okay, so let's go through the first loss and break-even on Monday. Alright, short-term downtrend. That's the trend so far. We had a demand zone over here. So as you look, when you're scalping, especially with my strategy, the momentum, it does matter. It gives you more confidence, but it's not a necessity. So what I saw here on day number 1 was a break of structure, right? Break of structure here, a demand zone here, and I took an entry based off this rejection wick here. Now, if this candle here was a bit lower into this zone here, it would have been valid. It is way too far from this demand zone, so that was a bad trade, a bad losing trade, number 1. Second trade, we see a nice impulsive bearish move here, right? We have a previous support turned resistance and a nice supply zone here, big rejection wick, entry through there, ran around 1R, so my rules say to put it to break even, broke even, stopped out, right? So Monday was a negative 1R day. Second day on the Tuesday was another loss. So we had a big supply zone here, right? As you can see, the supply zone was quite far, definitely valid. It was more of an M15 supply zone than an M5 supply zone. What I saw was a rejection wick here, took an entry, got stopped out. Okay, still within the rules. Would have been nicer if it was just an M5 demand zone. I think this demand zone was a bit too big for scalping. Right, so that's Tuesday, another loss here. Wednesday, another loss. What I saw was a rejection here, so I'm thinking short-term bullish. As you can see, it didn't play out. It was more so bearish, but what I saw was a demand impulse here, demand here, another demand here, slight break of structure here. So I'm thinking, look, a demand zone is valid. Entry after this bullish impulse with a bit of rejection, stopped out immediately. Okay, this was a good trade. I'll take that L. Next trade on Thursday was a break even. So what I saw here was, this is a 1 hour by the way, there's a lot of rejections in this support area here. So I'm thinking, look, if we get price somewhat here, it's more likely to go bullish. So what price do? It rejected heaps here. I was on the computer before here, so I did see all this price action here. I opted not to take this support trade. So instead, this was demand trade being played. Did break structure there, rejection wicks here, came back to this zone. You see nice rejections, a nice big rejection here. Got in there. If entry was a bit nicer, it would have hit 2R, went around about 1.7R, moved to break even, got stopped out circumstance. Right? So spread kind of chucked me out, messed up with my risk to reward. It is what it is. I followed my rules. I'm happy with this trade. Okay, last one here on the Friday. Beautiful trade here. We saw a rejection wick here. On the M15, this is the H1, but on M15 there was actually a valid demand zone here. So you can see rejection here comes up, another big rejection. Let's get in this trade. Beautiful price action. Got in straight to TP. See you later. 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes trade done. I'm done for the day. Right. So all up, loss here, break even, loss, which means we are down 3R and then plus 2R. So we're negative 1R this week. My balance is that much on the actual trading, right? I've got 18 days left, so this is normal. What are my plans? So I've got 18 days left. The next week I'm still going to trade over here with a 0.5R lot size. Okay, depending on the week of that result, I can either change it to 1% or 2%, and I'm either going to look to pass the charge or look to at least be above 50k so that I can get another retry and wait it out. Alright, so far, look, the stats aren't too right because as you can see, my break evens are actually slightly negative because I should have put it a bit higher, but look, this is trading, man. We're in a little bit of drawdown. I'm confident I can pull out of this drawdown. I've got 18 days to do so, and I can adjust my risk accordingly. So let's wait for next week.